Argina here from ArginaOlivis.com. In today's video, I wanted to talk about saving money tips. I feel like saving money is an important subject because it not only helps you in your personal life, but it carries on into your business too. And you just want to make a habit of saving money. You shouldn't really save for a rainy day because once you save for a rainy day, something always happens, but contingent on something happening. So the first thing that a lot of people recommend is the emergency fund, and that's basically saving up like $1,000 just in case something goes down. You might want to call it something else like a contingency fund just in case something happens. But yes, you should have an emergency of $1,000, and then they say you should have 3 months of a living expenses. Just in case you don't have any income coming in and you have to live off of that. So those are two things you can get started with saving now. um, how do you save money? Well, honestly, you might have to sacrifice some things in the short term in order for long term savings. Maybe you can only go out once a month. Some other tips are, let's see. Oh yeah, plan meals for the week. Like before you go in a grocery store, have your grocery list, and then just really stick to that. And don't buy anything that's not on the list unless you really need it. But don't buy anything that's not on the list, and like really budget out your grocery money. So what I usually try to do is get an envelope and just take out the grocery money in cash at the beginning of the month, or take out half in the beginning and half at the end. And that's from my just expenses account. I have different accounts to make my life easier and keep things organized. I have certain money going into my expenses account that will cover all my expenses, so I don't look at um, that particular account for saving money, because you have to have a savings account to really separate that. So if you don't have a savings account, that's where you can start, is getting a savings account, start building up your contingency fund of $1,000, and then start building up your 3 months of living expenses. And you can just do that by any income you get, any income, whether it's from a job, from your business. Somebody gives you $20 for your birthday. If you just save 20% of that, and you can just try that at least for the next month, you'll see how much money you can save, because it's just the habit, it's not the amount. It's really the habit of just putting it aside, and like, oh, as soon as I get money, I have to put that away. So if you make that a habit, then you'll be very well off compared to a lot of people who don't have any money saved at all and who are living paycheck to paycheck. So those are some things you can do. So the first thing you need to do is get a savings account. The second thing is start planning your meals. Maybe take out, I don't know, what your household, how much your household eat, but or I try to do $200 a month in groceries. That's like, yeah, that's like $50 a week, and that's over, and that can include eating out too, because there's only two of us. So I try to just really cut that down, but depending on what you're buying, it can get a little pricey. So mine's is usually 200 a month, and if you just take that out and you only have that cash, once it's gone, it's gone. So that will be a discipline too. Just once that cash is gone, you can't go in and take any more out, because that's what you set aside. So it's really about discipline and willpower and just really wanting to save. You should definitely be afraid. I mean, if you have fear, I feel like people are living like nothing might not happen, but you really need to have a fear in you, because that's the only way you're going to save, because you never know what's going to go down. And you want I don't know if you have kids, but you want your kids to be safe, and you want just to feel comfortable, so you don't have to be desperate, especially if you're in business. If you come off as desperate, needing money, it's not a good look, and you won't make any money. But when you come off as adding value and you don't care if anybody buys or not, people are more likely to work with you. So I just feel like having money saved is just very important. And what else was there? I think that's all the tips I have for now. But yeah, what you can do right now is just list your expenses you have that will be coming out every month. See where you can squeeze out some money, and see where you can save at. I know there's things that you can cut down on that you really don't need. I mean, if you just stop going out, one thing, I mean, I'm not a cheap person, but I'm a frugal person. Like, the one thing I don't do and I really don't like doing is buying drinks at bars and stuff. I feel like if you're going to buy, I'd rather just buy a bottle of alcohol than buy drinks at a bar. There's just so many things you can do to just cut down. I really don't buy in bulk. What I try to do is when I go grocery shopping is just try to buy the groceries that I need for the week. So, I'll see what I need for the week and then try to buy those groceries that way. Here we have a John Eagle here in Pittsburgh. It's a store called John Eagle, and you get fuel perks. And we get a lot of, like, we save some money on our gas. When you shop in a store, you get fuel perks depending on what you buy. So, yeah, we save money on gas that way by using fuel perks if we can purchase something from John Eagle. But that's not my main store I go to. I go to another store called Aldi's that has low prices too. And just watch where you shop, and just cut some things down. I mean, I'm talking about like clothes and just as things. I'm not really into a lot of clothes and crazy stuff like that. I never have been. Every once in a while, I'll go shopping or something, but my money mainly goes towards investing my business and savings, and I like buying experience too. I'll rather spend my money on entertainment, such as going somewhere different, like mini golf or something. We just went to mini golf the other day. My husband and I, we went out there. Like, I'd rather do something like that and spend my money on something like that, or a movie or something, rather than clothes and shoes that's just going to clutter up your house and just unnecessary. So, yep, just find out where you can cut some things, and I'll do more on this subject if you really are into saving money and more tips like this, because I know I really am into it. And I'm not saying be cheap, even though I think I'm kind of frugal, or I just think I'm smart with my money. I don't buy things that I feel are unnecessary. I'm always looking for a better deal. I wouldn't, but it comes to a time where I don't wait in line for something. I'd rather just pay. I don't have time for that. Like, my time is valuable. So if I rather pay $20 than wait in line to save like $5, like, that's not going to happen with me. Especially after I read the Millionaire Fastlane by MJ DeMarco. Like, I'd rather just buy something than wait in line to save a few dollars or to get something free. I'm not one of those people. I won't be waiting in line to get something free because I don't have time. Also, another thing is, I notice a lot of people at my jobs, they are always going to the vending machine and just spending. I just see their habits, and I'm like, I don't judge them, but I'm like, oh, okay. But they can be saving so much money, and it's just crazy. I always pack my lunch. I don't buy like a lot of fast food to eat out with. But every date night I do, but that's in the budget too. So if you can just sacrifice now for long-term savings, you'll be so happy that you did. And it just gives you a sense of security. And I think that's all for today. I don't want to drag on, but let me know if you're interested in the subject. Should I do more videos on it or not? Or you want more of the technical videos I've been doing? Or just let me know what you're interested in so I can have some ideas on what to do for the coming weeks. And I'll see you in the next video. Make sure to pick up my Create Space course or my Kindle creation course if you haven't created a book yet. And have a great Monday and a great week.